Hey, hey, hey. Oh my gosh. I haven't been on Walk the Talk Wednesday in a while. It feels like it's been weeks, probably 3 weeks or so. It's just been crazy busy. I've had lots of stuff going on, even though I love coming on live with you all to talk about, hey, Philip Stokey, to talk about oils and health and DIY stuff and just everything related to that. That's one of my favorite things to do. And so that's what we're talking about tonight. And since it's December, it is really good to talk about frankincense, because frankincense is a pretty cherished oil this time of year. It is known for its healing properties. It is known in the Bible as one of the oils that was brought to Jesus, and it just has enormous healing properties. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that oil because of those things. And a lot of times you hear people talking about frankincense, but you don't understand what it is, what it's made up of. Well, I'm here to talk about those things, and I just have a little bit of notes here in front of me just to keep myself organized. So, hey Salem, nice to see you. Hey Sinking Springs, nice to see you too. It is one of the best oils on the planet. I use it for so many things. I use it daily. And here's the bottle. This is the doTERRA bottle. Right here, that it's the 15 ml bottle, and there also comes in a touch roller. The touch roller is already diluted with fractionated coconut oil, and that just means that you don't have to further dilute it unless you're using it on children. In that case, I would dilute it a little bit further, but it's not going to dilute the effects that it has on your system. So this is straight frankincense that you can put on your skin, but if you have a skin sensitivity to some things, like I do, for some things, I dilute this and I create my own roller ball, and you can use any kind of oil. Fractionated coconut oil is a favorite one for me, but you can use any kind of oil: argan oil, olive oil, jojoba oil. There's several of them out there. So this is what it looks like, and it has like a really, I don't know, I love it. It's very earthy, it's spicy, and it's warm. It's just amazing. So frankincense is, hang on a second here. It's derived from the Boswellia sacra tree and trees of similar species. So it also is found in Somalia, which is where doTERRA gets their frankincense oil from, where it's derived, where it's harvested from. So the Boswellia sacra tree is characterized by its thin and peeling bark, tangled branches, and clustered leaves at the end of the branches. The trunks of the trees often have more than one stem. However, some only have one trunk. These trees can grow to be about 24 feet tall, so that's pretty tall. And they're commonly found growing on rocky slopes and southern coastal mountains. So that's where doTERRA spends most of the time harvesting it, is in Somalia. Now, what they do is they work with local farmers, and they create a system for those local farmers to make a living. And in return, it's harvested right there on the farm, or actually I think it goes to a distilling facility near the farms, but that's where it goes. It gets distilled, and then doTERRA pays those farmers, and in turn those local farmers get to enrich their own lives and their community's lives, and that's called co-impact sourcing. So you go to the source of the plant where it's grown best around the world. You work with local farmers. You harvest the plants. doTERRA treats them very well. They get paid a very fine wage, a very great wage. And then in turn, we get the oils, and then they get to make a living, which is really wonderful. And I can talk about the impact that doTERRA has had on hundreds of thousands of lives around the world a little later. But getting back to frankincense, it's produced from the resin of the tree, of the Boswellia sacra tree. It comes out as sap-like substance with high viscosity. So that means it's not oily, but it's kind of sticky. For centuries, the resin of the tree has been obtained by slashing or making an incision in the tree, which then emits large amounts of the resin. After the resin secretes from the tree, it is then scraped off or collected, and it drips onto the ground. When doTERRA obtains the resin from the trees are carefully scored or bled, quote unquote bled. From there, the resin is delicately distilled and essential oils are extracted. Now, I've talked a little bit about how doTERRA oils are, it's called CPTG, which is pure therapeutic grade essential oils. Now, certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils. Now, that means that it can be used internally for therapeutic use. And I honestly would not trust any other oil company, because you can buy oils from anywhere now. You can go to Costco and buy oils. You can go to, I saw some at the Hallmark store yesterday that you can buy. And those are great for aromatic scents that you want to have diffusing in your house or something like that. But if you are interested in using them therapeutically for your health, which I certainly am, then doTERRA is definitely the oils that I would use. I would recommend. I use them myself. So some of the ways that I use frankincense is daily. I take this, I throw my head back, and I'll let it drip underneath my tongue right now so I can show you. There, that's it. And that just 1 to 2 drops of this in the morning, 1 to 2 drops of this at night. And it just really, it gives you, frankincense is known for giving you focus. It's really good for immune support. It's really good for brain and cellular support. I use it to it just makes me feel really good and really ready for the day. I don't normally have a hard time getting up in the morning, but I have a hard time sometimes focusing. Like I just can't focus on something for very long. Frankincense has been really helpful for that for me when I'm at work, when I'm trying to focus on a piece of paper and I'm trying to read something and comprehend it and really make it stick in my brain. Frankincense has been really instrumental for those things to help me along, and also recall, like I'm trying to think of a word, it helps with recall, and it has so many helpful ways that it can improve your health and things of that nature. Now, you can make frankincense into a DIY room spray by putting in 15 drops of frankincense and then 15 drops of grapefruit and 30 drops of Douglas fir, which is another essential oil, and you have a really nice room spray. And then you can also use it aromatically, because frankincense is really wonderful when you use it aromatically as well. It has a really excuse me. It has a really good way of just getting into your senses and helping you with those emotions and with those, hey Margie, with those things that just can plague you throughout the day. And I know that you have good and bad, but hopefully good. When you have good scents that bring back really good memories, every time you smell that scent later on, it brings you back to that time. This is how the aromatic portion of essential oils work. So you diffuse them, they not only clean the air, they purify the air, but they also they start to activate those senses in your body and in your brain that create that emotional tie to it. For instance, citrus oils are used a lot of times diffusing wise to create a sense of like a euphoric sense or a happy sense. or something like that. Well, frankincense is known for honing in your focus, elevating your mood, or just, I love to diffuse it. That's one of my favorite ways to use it. So some other ways that you can use frankincense is for the ladies in the house. When you shave your legs and you do it too quickly, or you have goosebumps if you're cold and you get razor burn, you can make a really good concoction of frankincense and geranium is another good one, and some coconut oil, and then rub it on your legs to help with the razor burn. So that's another great way. I use frankincense sometimes when I get headaches or something of that nature, if I haven't had enough water or I have too much tension. You can also take frankincense and tap the bottle over like this, and then you get just a little bit, I don't know if you can see that on my thumb, and then you just press it on the roof of your mouth, just like that, right where the hard palate meets the soft palate. And it really helps to clear out your mind. If you have a tension headache or a headache at all, I recommend that. It's really helpful for migraines and things of that nature too. It can be really, really helpful for that. I have another testimony. My mom has been using frankincense and copaiba, which is another great one that I will go into some other day. Another one that I absolutely love. This is called the Queen of Oils. I think I've talked about this before, but I won't go into that today. My mom has used a frankincense and copaiba combination, frankincense for her lower back arthritis pain that she has. Now, saying that arthritis pain may not be the most proper thing to say, but when she has that lower back pain that she's had for years, and she tells me that frankincense has been the best things that she could have done for herself and has been a saving grace for her, that's an amazing testimonial. So if whatever ails you, there's a saying that's out there that's called, when in doubt, frank it out. Pull out your frankincense. If that's the only oil that you have, which I highly recommend that you do, if that's the only one that you have, then you can use frankincense and it will be helpful. Let's see. Some other ways that I use frankincense is in this little roller ball that I made up for my husband. It doesn't have any labels on it, but I know what it is because it's got the gold top. It's frankincense, it's peppermint, it's lavender, it's lemon, and it's another combo blend that doTERRA has. It's called Breathe, and we use that for respiratory issues, and it's been very helpful. You just roll it on the bottoms of your feet, put some on your chest, and it really helps with those respiratory issues that pop up. Now, this other blend that doTERRA has too, I'm just pulling out the ones that I have on hand that have frankincense in them, which are a lot of them, but the Immortelle blend, which is the anti-aging blend. Now you can, if you look at all the ingredients on here, frankincense is one of them because it's really good for your skin. It creates really glowing and lovely skin. I use it that way. I have this is a glass bottle that I combine with frankincense and lavender and fractionated coconut oil, and several times a week, if not every day, I'll just squirt a few pumps of this and then just massage it all over my face and then wipe off my face when I'm done, and it really makes your skin really happy. That's another testimonial that I've heard from lots of people who have been taking frankincense internally, is that their skin has never looked better. So I don't know what else to say about frankincense. It's just amazing. And it's really good for your hands. You can make a serum for your hands with fractionated coconut oil or jojoba oil, argan oil, and frankincense, and just lather it on your hands several times a day. Sometimes people get eczema this time of year or just have skin issues in general. I wish frankincense could stop the aftershocks, John Paul. That would be, you've had 1,400 of them, wow, in Alaska. That's incredible. putting it on your cuticles around your fingernails. It can help to soothe those, especially this time of year when the cold weather likes to really wreak havoc on your nails and all of that, which I've been pretty diligent about oiling up my fingers, especially around, I'm pretty rough on my hands, keeping my cuticles nice, so that it's been really helpful with that. It's just really helpful with stress overall, negative feelings. I mean, frankincense just has so many uses. And let's see. So a little fun fact about frankincense tree, the Boswellia sacra tree, is that it can produce a couple pounds of resin per year. And if the trees are properly cared for, it can produce resin for hundreds of years. And that's what doTERRA strives for, is to be very conscious of the trees and be very conscious of the surrounding, and not to adulterate the trees, and just keep them pristine and keep the area pristine. So that's just another great thing that they do, that doTERRA does with the farmers and with the people, because the people who live there, they've been around it for a long time, so they know what is necessary to make the oil ready to be produced. And we have to pay attention to that because they know the best. Some oils that blend really well with frankincense, some citrus oils like lime and lemon and wild orange. Also some other oils such as cypress and lavender, geranium, rose, sandalwood, ylang ylang, and clary sage. All those oils, if you're wondering what those are, you can always ask me about any of those oils. Lavender is a pretty popular one. I use lavender a lot. Like I just said, I put lavender in my face serum that I love, and add a little bit of coconut oil. And what's really nice about this roller, this frankincense touch roller, is that, like I said, it's already diluted. So then you can just roll it on your feet. That's a really good way to get it into your system and not have that sebaceous layer sort of block it initially. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on and talk about frankincense and just give some education and talk about why I love it so much and why it's such an important oil and why it's called the king of oils, because it is the king. And you can just use it with confidence, either internally or topically or aromatically, and you know that you're going to get results and you don't have to worry about it. I had earlier today, I had a little bit of anxiety for whatever reason. You just get that feeling in your stomach that really won't go away, and you're not sure why it's there, and you feel like your day is going okay, but you're not quite sure why that's there. Well, I put some frankincense in my mouth, did that on the roof of my mouth like I showed you, and then I also put some under my tongue, and so it gets in my bloodstream pretty quickly. And I'm not joking, within about 15 minutes I felt like 1,000 times better. It's really remarkable, and it still boggles my mind to this day, because I've been using oils for a little over a year now, and daily for probably close to that long, and it just amazes me every day, the stuff that I learn, the stuff that I gather, and the stuff that I want to teach others, which is why I'm doing this, because it's so important to have alternative ways of health and wellness care, of self-care, of being proactive with your health. And instead of letting something overtake you, you can get ahead of it. You can be proactive and just have vitality. So that being said, you guys, it's December, and frankincense is one of the products of the month which is featured. You get a free bottle of frankincense, a 15 ml bottle. Now this bottle has two, oops. Oh, what did I do? There we go, whoops. Sorry about that. Oh gosh, I'm so clumsy sometimes. This 15 ml bottle has 250 drops in it. And for the roller bottles, I use about 10 drops of the oil in this, and this will last about 3 months. For the daily stuff, I use, 1 or 2 drops in the morning, 1 or 2 drops in the evening. This bottle will last me a long time, suffice to say. So if you spend 200 PV, which is point value system, or if you enroll, excuse me, if you want to get started with oils, you want to enroll with it's called a Home Essentials Kit or something like that, which has 10 15 milliliter bottles in the kit that, the 10 most popular oils plus a diffuser. Then you also get a free frankincense, because it's the Home Essentials Kit. One of the most popular, it's probably the most popular kit, is over 200 PV. So then you get the frankincense, you'll have 2 bottles of frankincense, and that'll last you a really long time, which is really awesome. So I actually went ahead and took advantage of that myself this month, because this one right here is my last bottle of it, and I think I posted about it today. I start to get a little, maybe that's why I was anxious earlier today. This is my last bottle, so I was like, oh gosh, I gotta ration my frankincense because I don't want to run out. But I'm really glad that I did the deal this month, because then I get, a free bottle. So it really, really pays to have it in your house. Like I said, if you were to enroll with a kit that was over 200, then you would get this along with it for free. Plus, a lot of freebies from me, and all the knowledge and all the guidance and all that good stuff that I like to provide all my people. So, if you guys have any questions, I am an open book. I'm here to answer anything, help you out if you have any curiosities or have any health issues that you're dealing with that you're not quite sure how to tackle. I am here to help in any way that I can. So just ask away, and I would love to help. So on that note, I hope you all are having a really good start of December, and that this season does not bring about anxiety and stress, because if it does, then you can just frank it out and it'll take it away. So make that another reason why you get, hey Joan, make that another reason why you add frankincense to your list, because it is an amazing oil, and I think everyone should have it in their house for a myriad. Oh, you can use it on your animals too. That's another way you can use it. We've used it on our animals. It's really good paired with turmeric, which I happen to have here too, for joint health of older doggies, or you can start to be preventative with their health and start giving it to them when they're younger. So when they get older, they don't have a lot of the hip problems or the joint problems that old age can bring on, and same for human beings. Our muscles and joints tend to get a little worn out as we get older, and frankincense is an amazing oil to help alleviate that or help stave that off for vitality, like I said before. So anyway, I hope you guys found this useful, and if you have any questions, if you have any ailments that you're not quite sure how to tackle, I am here to help. And I hope you all have a good night, and I will talk to you later. This has been a fun Walk the Talk Wednesday, one of my favorite oils. All right guys, I'll talk to you later. See you. Good night.